Hey all, welcome back to Gen X Medic. We're going to talk about a very, very important subject. We're going to talk about boots. But I'm not talking about the ones that are being worn on people's feet. I'm a firm believer that that's a personal choice. Everyone should have the right to wear what's comfortable for them. I think that's a fair attitude about it. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about boots that are being left outside fire stations in the city of Seattle. Firefighters, paramedics, nurses, and doctors are quitting the professions. They're leaving. You know, it's not like they just spent the last year and a half of their life being asked to do amazing things, understaffed, overworked, and every time they have a problem, told get over it. I mean, they're heroes. That's what they always try to say. Your heroes work here. And they were given some pizza parties. Some places gave them a little extra money, which is nice. We were caught with our pants down with a pandemic. And these things happen. Unfortunately, you cannot plan for these things like people wish they could. Knowing from research, a lot of this stuff was attempted to be rectified by both the Trump and Obama administration. Some of the things they tried to work on. Well, credit where credit's due. The problem you have is the fact that on top of asking these folks to continuously sacrifice, work extra hours, and then you start throwing extra things on them. You got to do this to work. You got to do that to work. And of course, it's being spun that, boy, it's the vaccine mandates that caused this. No. The vaccine mandates are kind of involved, but it's like that old saying about the straw that broke the camel's back. People always want to concentrate on that last little thing. You're talking about firefighters and paramedics in Seattle that were condemned for not going into a situation where you have a bunch of armed people who've shown they have no problems with using arms against people in positions of quote-unquote authority, and that they hate them, and they wouldn't go in after they'd shot somebody. Why? These folks want to go home. Boots. It's all about the boots. Because those boots aren't going to be going out there to help people anymore. Not after spending the last year seeing people die because they wouldn't go to the hospital because they were made to be afraid. They'd beg. They'd plead. And I know this. I'm a paramedic. I've been there. I've done that. I've literally begged people to go to the hospital, telling them you could die. I've literally found people who died in the last year. I was literally pronouncing at least one person a week that was likely a preventable death. Be it suicide, be it, unrelated medical things to COVID. They just were afraid to get help. We isolated people. We did all these things. These things have consequences. So when you're seeing these folks that are saying, yeah, this is just a bridge too far, it's really not the shot. I mean, they don't want to be told what to do, They've already made all these sacrifices. They figure they should be allowed to wait if they want. I think that's honestly a fair point of view. If you've done all these things, you deserve a break. But the reality is, it's the fact that it's constant piling upon these people, myself included. Now, and this isn't even a YouTube disclaimer, although it's got to be put in there. Not only am I pro-vax, I'm vaccinated. I was literally in the first wave because I believe in vaccinations. I've had COVID. I've survived it, obviously. I was fortunate. Most people, according to the statistics, will be fortunate, but those who aren't, their lives change massively or they die. That's just reality. I am extremely pro-vaccination. But pushing this mandate on people who've seen all these things, it's so disrespectful to them in their minds. It's like, yeah, that's enough. There's no more. I can't do it anymore. People don't realize how stressed the healthcare system really is right now. We have more critical patients nationwide than ever before. And a lot of it's not COVID related. It's people who wouldn't get care. And we see this. This is being borne out in statistics across the country. We have providers, often some of your best, that are saying, I can't do this anymore. People who throw their hearts and their souls into this. And they're like, I can't, my family's worth more than this. My life's worth more than this. I can't do it anymore. Because in the end, they're being worn down by a system that's being pushed. Soon it's not going to be boots. It's going to be Crocs. It's going to be sneakers. It's going to be those people who sit there in the ERs, in the ICUs. Some of the most talented, best critical thinkers you're ever going to see are going to say, you know what, I'm done. When I get done with this, I'll do some editing. Probably going to submit it to someone, look over it, see if there's something I can improve. I'm going to post it. I'm going to post the raw footage. Because I'm going to try to get better. But right now, I think being just honest and letting my feelings and what I know out there is more important than being all pretty. I'm going to go grab my boots. I'm going to put a shine on them. I'm going to get my uniforms ready. I'm going to get up tomorrow. I'm going to put on the body armor that I purchased because in the end, I've got to go home. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try to have a good day. But there's going to be a time that it may be that when I take my boots off, they go outside my employer. Think of that symbolism. Those are people saying, I cared enough to do this, but you asked one too many things. When we start mandating these things on people who are already at wit's end, the outcome's going to be bad. Can we continue this? Do we want it? I don't. This is Gen X Medic. I'm signing off. Have a good day.